better get the show on the road here. Good evening all. K6MYC looking over towards Santa Cruz. KW6S and that direction. K6MYC. Maybe I'm not transmitting here. No, it looks like I'm transmitting. I think it's 7:30, or is it just 6:30?
KM6SRR.
Oh, there you are. Okay. I was starting to doubt whether I had the right band selected here. It is Monday, right?
QSL, and it is 7:32. So I'm on my Aries Net. As soon as I finish, I'll be over there. But Aaron might not be copying people for me, so I'm going to have to try to do it.
Okay. Well, we'll be here. I'll be maybe making noise till we start to wake up the Bay Area boys over there.
Okay, and you can check in 1200 KN6 UKN, Candace.
I did do that.
WB6JNN.
Well, hi there, Jim. WB6JNN. Not sure I'm pointed right. I'm more towards Santa Cruz, but we'll come up and get you. Good evening to you, and pretty good signal considering not pointed right. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, just got back from my walk with my daughter out in the park here, and heard you calling Santa Cruz there. S9, but I've got about an S8 noise level here, so it's sort of a mixed blessing, shall we say. I don't know what that's all about. WB6JNN.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally you don't get noise levels on 220 too much. It has to be really roaring for to get up to 220. Although you can do it. Anyway, I moved the antenna. Looks like there's a calibration issue here. I must have screwed it up somewhere along the line. So I'm pointed at 270 something for you, and you should be at 282 or 285. Anyway, now I know I'm offset the opposite direction tonight for some reason. Okay, on the walk with the daughter, and temperature was warm today, but it looks like it's cooling off this evening a little bit. It's quite nice out at the moment. Not knee buckling like it was, like it could have been. Anyway, no rain today though. Sun came out and gave us bright sun all day and charged up the batteries after a couple of bad days. Not one bad day that was, I don't think we really got down that low, but the system got tangled up on itself here, and I wasn't seeing the true picture of battery charge. Anyway, we're here and functional, so to speak. WB6JNN in East San Jose, K6MYC.
K6MYC, K6SOK.
I hear you, Fred.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Okay. Go ahead, Fred. Take a transmission. KD6SOK. How was your weekend? Over.
Oh, not too bad. It was nice and relaxing. At least it was a nice cool day. Hey, good evening, Jim. Yeah, it's beautiful out right now. It was hot, 3-4 days ago. But now it's just a beautiful evening. Yeah, thunderstorms in this area today, which is pretty interesting. But I heard it was hot down in Fresno, so I'm glad I'm up here. All right, Mike, back to you. 86SOK, 507.
Okay, and I guess I was on a side lobe here. I had Jim on a side lobe. He was so strong I didn't think it was a side lobe. But I went a little further south for you, and it got worse. So I went further north, and you went into a null. So I missed about 10 seconds, and then you came roaring up here. So this should be a lot better. Is this stronger now?
Yeah, you're real strong now. You're almost, I think the last number I looked at was 10 over 9, so good signal pass tonight. We've had some bad 220 nights, but this is not one of them. It's pretty good.
Yeah, very good. So I missed what you said about how your weekend was. I guess nothing too unusual, but you got through okay, huh?
Yeah, it was nice and quiet for a change. Just trying to stay cool. Today was a nice day. It started to cool off yesterday. It's overcast and cloudy in the morning, which is nice. And it was a little bit warm today towards the end, but it's cooling off now nicely. I heard it was really hot in Fresno today, so I guess it was pretty warm down there by you. Anyway, I'm looking at thunderstorms in the Sierras. I got some live cameras on Truckee and Citron thing that has got rainstorms and stuff up there in the mountains. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a little rain here and lots of thunder and lightning. Started about 5 little fires, not on my property, but within 10 miles of me. I had 5 fires. They all were small, and they got them under control immediately, luckily. 5 and 10 acre fires from what I could gather. So that was exciting. We haven't had any lightning here for about 10 years, Fred. I've been noting that to Judy. They've gone through the whole winter season two times now with her, and no lightning. And it just dawned on me we haven't had lightning like I had when I first moved here. I can remember seeing sheet lightning so intense that I could go up on the hill at night and read a newspaper. It was just lit up. The sky would just be lit up with sheet lightning. We don't usually get strikes downward like these were today, a couple of days ago. These were downward and started lots of little fires, lots of people reporting fires nearby. And one guy said he took a hit on an oak tree not too far from him. So pretty heavy down, a batch of lightning and so on. Anyway, yeah, it was about, I don't know, they said it was 104, probably about 104, 105 today. It's supposed to cool off a little bit tomorrow and then drop back into the 90s by Wednesday, so that'll be good. KD6S, okay, and then you can shoot it back over to Jim if you'd like, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, yeah. Boy, you know what? It's so funny you mentioned lightning. I remember camping in Lake Tahoe. This is a long time ago. And my God, with the lightning storm in South Shore of Lake Tahoe, that was epic. It was unbelievable. Yeah, you could read a newspaper at night. It was so bright. And talk about loud. It was so loud. Kind of scary, actually. I thought, what if it is one of the trees here? We get electrocuted. But, yeah, that's some spectacular lightning in the mountains sometimes. All right, Mike, I'll turn it over to JNN if you want to take another turn there, Mike. Buddy Jim, KD6S, okay.
Okay, very good. Well, Mike, when you swung up north towards San Francisco there, that's the usual heading, and it definitely is. About 20 over 9 now, so well above the noise. And when you were aimed at Santa Cruz, it was only S9 plus a little. So, yeah, it must have been a side lobe, like you said. But anyway, you're doing good enough. People should hear you around here. Give me 6, JNN.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm up at 292 now. See, I was at 270-something for you, but that's the side lobe. Then I went through the null and peaked on Fred, and obviously you're almost in the same direction for Fred. So, good, strong signal, and great to hear you. And things are back to normal here. I don't have a miscalibration. I'm off calibration a little bit. You should be at 285, but I cannot fix it. When the live stream is running, it locks up the computer, so I cannot change the presets at that time. So I have to live with it, and I forget to do it after the net, of course. Good evening to you, Jim, and of course we'll see you on 6 if you can make it, or we'll see you tomorrow on 1296, which we'll see Fred as well, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Let's see who else we have here. We should have KD6 or KW6S, but I was down his way originally. That's the side lobe on you guys. That's why I hear you guys sometimes, and you hear me. So when I pointed towards Santa Cruz, my first side lobe on this pair of antennas is right at you guys. And while it's only 10 dB down, 10 or 12 dB down, that's why it sounds halfway decent sometimes. All right. KW6S, K6MYC. Tom, are you copying me on my side lobe? Nothing from Tom yet. Maybe we'll keep going here. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? W6PQL, KB6BA, WA6AXX, K6KLY. Anybody else? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 222.
This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Well, hi, Paul. We missed you the last few days. I don't know why. 637. But I can probably peek on you a little bit. You're Q5, but not real strong on the bounce path here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC and the group is K6WIS. You're coming in 5x4 in this beam heading. I can strengthen your signal up if I go a little bit further south, but 210 is great for the Bay Area, so the folks in the Bay Area can also hear me as well. So, yeah, I just need to relay check-ins for KA6OSX and N1 PPP up in Clear Lake at a QSO with them just after 7 p.m. this evening, over.
Okay, very good. And I did bump the antenna just about 3 or 4 more degrees to the north, and you popped right up. So this is the bounce path that works here most of the time. And you're quite a bit stronger now, Paul. Good to hear you. I've got your other check-ins there, 160 and 336. I did catch Dave the other day, 336. I never hear Paul, never hear Kent. I only have heard him one time since I've been here on some kind of an airplane bounce or something. He's in a very bad spot in Clear Lake there. But maybe one of these days he'll put his antennas up at 100 feet, and I'll hear him. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and I guess we'll look for you tomorrow night. Is your schedule normal? Will you be in here tomorrow night on 1296? Over.
Yes, I should be able to make the 1296 schedule tomorrow night. Yeah, the reason Kent's signal is so weak, KA6OSX and Clear Lake, he is down in a bowl pretty close to the lake. Plus, he only has a vertical antenna on the 222 band, and I'm not sure if he has very much power. It's less than 100 watts, so like 70 or 80 watts or something. So, yeah, his signal is pretty weak. Sometimes I only get him like a 4x1 or at best a 5x2, where Dave, N1 PPP, he can be regularly giving me a 5x5, over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, PPP always has a reasonable signal. I guess they've quit using one band. I guess they've given up on 1296. Is that the band they're not on anymore?
Yes, as far as I know, Dave, N1 PPP sold or got rid of all of his 1296 equipment because it was pretty useless at his location, over.
Yeah, I wonder who he sold it to.
Well, I don't know if he sold it or just put it in a cupboard, over.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, that would be not a good place. It doesn't increase the net per people here. But that's okay if he wants to hang on to it for future. You never know. Hi. Okay, let's see. I'll look for you, of course, on the direct path, too, this evening. We'll see what happens there, and we'll also look for you on 6 meters. I'm already pointed up toward your area. I'm actually pointed right toward Carson City, Gardnerville, Washoe Valley on 6 meters now. So I'll be starting the net there pointed right at you, more or less. So if your stick is still around at 8:15, 8:30, we should hear you, no problem. Let's see, who else do we have in the Bay Area? W6PQL, are you here, Jim?
Yeah, I'm, hang on, there we go. Yeah, I'm here, Mike. I just didn't hear you until just a few minutes ago, just a couple of minutes ago, in fact. Let me kill this feedback here. There we go. Anyway, warm one over here, mid-80s. For us, that's pretty warm. I heard about your temperature, over.
Yeah, well, I'm getting tired of it, and particularly when I get up and I get started doing inside the house stuff, and you get spoiled sitting in a 78-degree temperature, then you go out and it's 106 or 104, and I didn't feel like doing anything today. I did work later in the afternoon. I worked from about 2 to 4. and got some more weeding done. There's no end to that. Of course, it never ends, but I'm gaining on it, but I'll never win. By the time I get to a point I can win, it'll start to rain here. And then we'll do a different set of weeds. All the springtime weeds are gone. We've weeded them out and they're gone, but I do have a continual problem in the area around the pool. It's full of crabgrass and stuff. Crabgrass meaning it was a golf green, and the guy put golf green grass in here, but that's crabgrass. It's a real hardy version of creepy grass. And boy, it's tough to get rid of. It goes underground, it goes everywhere, it goes around rocks, it goes under barriers. It's incessant. Then it creeps over the top too, and then of course it throws seeds out too, which get started on the other side of a barrier. So I've got crabgrass around the yard, around the pool area pretty much, because that was what the lawn was when we first moved here, and I've never been able to contain it completely. So much for that boring stuff. I did not play golf, but I know you did yesterday and had a pretty good day. Anyway, we'll let you go, and maybe you can see if there's anybody else that I'm missing. Sometimes we get KB6 JSM over there, East San Jose, or not East San Jose, but right in San Jose by the airport. So maybe we can I'm not sure if he's got this band, but it seems like he's checked on one band or another all the time. But some nights he's just not there. But other nights he's there, but I can't hear him, or hear him very poorly. W6 PQL, and of course we'll look for you on 6 a little later, around 9 o'clock probably, if you can stay up that late, Jim. W6 PQL, Fremont, K6MYC.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty good chance I'll be up at that time, sure. And I'm going to go up frequency in about, less than 15 minutes and see if we got Santa Barbara in there tonight. And I'll let you know on CW or on 6 meters if I hear anything from them. So, see you later, K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, and I'm going to turn the antenna down towards Santa Cruz and see if I can get anything out of our friend over there. That should be closer. That should be close to KW6S. KW6 Sugar. KW6S. Are you there tonight, Tom? K6MYC, calling and listening.
K6MYC, KW6S, 610. Yeah, I'm here. I just got here. I'm still kind of hung up on the other band, but I popped over here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot on some Tuesday nights or some Monday nights you have another net. That's why you're not always here right at the start. I start with you because there's nobody in the Southland that I can't hear without leaving the antenna toward you. So I always start with the antenna right towards Santa Cruz, but called and got nobody except for Jim, WB6JNN, and I found out that when I'm pointed at you in Santa Cruz, I have my first side lobe at Jim. And if band conditions are good enough, then he's pretty good copy, which he was. But then Fred broke in, and he was weak, so I moved the antenna up, and I found that much bigger signal when I'm pointed where I'm supposed to be for Jim and the Bay Area. Anyway, we'll look for you on 6 a little bit later, Tom. And thanks for checking in here on 220. I've got a pretty good list started already. We might even break 15, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise tonight. KW6 Sugar. K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I should be around for 6. And I'm going to get back over to solving some problems on the 10-meter band here. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, catch you later. Go get the 10-meter band, and I'll check one more time. Is there anybody that's hearing me in this direction? Please check in now. Over.
K6USY.
I hear K6USY.
Yeah, I know the internet's not being as stable tonight, so it is the way it is.
K6USY 1079.
Gotcha. And you're still over in Vegas, but very nice signal. Very good signal. No trouble copying at all here. And how was your day in Vegas? I guess you probably stayed inside. It was probably another a boiler, huh?
It was in the 90s, and then we're getting some of that monsoon moisture, so it looked like it was going to rain. It didn't rain, but big black clouds in the skies, so it's kind of interesting. Alrighty, I'll check back in with you on 6 meters. I have my wife on call to press the buttons that I need her to press to switch me over to 6 meters. K6USY Las Vegas.
Well, based on that, I ought to check her in, shouldn't I?
Yeah, she is helping tonight. I told her what buttons she has to press.
Well, that's always important. Don't be pushing the wrong button, lady. Okay.
Roger. K6USY.
Okay, very good. Thanks for checking in here on 222. And I've got Brittany as well. She may or may not be hearing this. Does she have anything to hear what's going on the stream?
She's probably busy with the kids, but technically she could watch it on YouTube if she really wanted to.
Okay. Very good. I guess she could yell at me somehow. Or yell at you if she wanted to get panic. All right, thanks, Aaron, and we'll catch up with you later on 6. K6USY, K6MYC, still pointed towards Santa Cruz, but I'll move back into the Bay Area, make one last call, and then we'll go up and get Oakley. K6MYC, QRZ 222. Anybody? The middle of the Bay Area, 289 or thereabouts, 289. Bay Area, Bozo Net, 222. Anybody else copying? K6MYC for check-ins. Over. Okay, I'll go one more notch here. That's about as notched as I need. I went overshoot here, but let's see. Is there anybody in this direction that's copying? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 222. Okay, let me go right on up to Oakley here. N6RO, how about Oakley? N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97, DX. And how do you copy?
Well, it's pretty weak. I haven't got you on the main lobe yet for some reason. I probably have to go either back or forward a little bit. Anyway, give me a rundown on your day and your dinner, and then we'll get you peaked here. N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. I just checked my rotor, and I am pointed at you. So either the band is bad or something else. The high temperature today was 91. Getting a very slow cool-off, I hope, in the next couple of days. The dinner was salmon and asparagus and mushrooms and onions.
Well, I'm just trying to find a spot. You keep drifting off on me there. Let's see if this is spot. This should be pretty close. It's got to work here. You're strong at times, but it's up and down. That's the problem. The QSB is fooling me where I should be pointed, and I wait 2 seconds, and you fade out again. I got asparagus and something. Go ahead.
Yeah, what is that? Sauteed salmon, asparagus, mushroom, and onions. Over.
Okay. Mushrooms and onions and asparagus and salmon. Okay, wonderful. And how did you finally end up in the contest there? You were about 10 minutes from finishing when we talked to you last. Over.
Yeah. well, we're leading in the multi-multi category, but we didn't have any competition, which is normal. But 3 or 4 of my team members operated from their home stations and did quite well, either 1 or 2 in their categories. So it was a frustrating weekend due to lack of activity from KH6, but it's a contest and we always do it.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's a kind of a low pressure one. It sounds like you've got to kind of be there, but you're not trying to work 90 contacts a minute.
Wouldn't I like that? No, it's the coordinator calls it a operating event, but those of us who are serious contesters treat it as a contest because we like to compete. We did.
And you did. Yes, you did. And you got your surfboard number 5 for your other guy there. Sounds good. Well, look, we'll look for you on 6, Ken. I should be down there in your direction about 8:45, I would guess. But if you hear me earlier and want to, you're always welcome to check in before that. I'm pointed at Nevada right now with the 6-meter antenna, so we'll be switching over here about 8:15 probably. 3 for now, N6RO, okay, 6MYC. Anybody else in this direction for 222 check-ins, over?
You're loud now, Mike.
Yeah, it's just going up and down. I didn't change anything for the last 2 or 3 transmissions.
Yeah, it's the band.
Yeah, it's going all over the place, so who knows. Anyway, good to have you on here on 222. I'm trying to get past a 15 number, and we're pushing it right now, so if I can get 3 or 4 more, I should make it. Take care. Anybody else here before I go toward Sacramento and pick up KO6KD, K6MYC? Okay, nothing heard there. Let me go up this way like this here. 3. Well, we should be pretty close to you, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I'm starting to hear you now, Mike. You're just a little bit of a whisper. Just a little bit of a whisper here on my end. KO6KD, Bozo 776 from Charlie Mike 98. The daytime high was 103, and we're currently 93 degrees here. Anyway, I'll give you a little transmission there, see if you can get me peaked up. I'm hearing a little bit of me over there on the streaming, so I guess you got me now. Let's see how I hear you. K6MYC from KO6KD.
Yeah, no, we've got you. I had you the whole time, but I did go back and forth and got you pretty weak, but we got everything okay. You're pretty good. The band's a little unstable in this direction. I noticed it. I started to see it when I got toward N6RO. He was going up and down like a rocket, and you're kind of in the same category. It's difficult to peak on you when the band's doing that because I think I'm on a peak and then it goes away. But anyway, I've got it pointed about where I think you should be, and there you are. So that's it. I don't think we're going to have, well, maybe KE6ILX will get his stuff running. I don't think so. I think he said that I begged him to get it running by the contest weekend, but I don't think he's going to be on 222 tonight. I should hear him here if he's going to be there. So I think you're the only one in this direction now that's still functioning on 222. Anyway, we'll look for you in a few minutes on 6. I'm already pointed toward Nevada, so I only have to come back from Nevada back to you. Like you say, on the way back, I'll check you in again, Bill, and get an extra point, over.
That's right. And maybe if you can again, if he hasn't moved, then that'll be 2 extra points. All right, well, hopefully Jeff is out here, but like I said, he might not be. So without further ado, I'll let you go. My noise level, because of the local electric company and their negligence to go fix the capacitor bank. I've got an S9 Plus on 2 meters right now, so it may be questionable as to whether or not I'm even going to hear you on 6. But I'll swing over there and get everything warmed listening. So with that, 7-3 to you and the rest of the Bozos, KO6KD.
Okay, very good, Bill. Well, in the morning, I'll tell you a story. You know, we were talking about these power stations, this one over in Patterson that they're tearing down and stuff. And I called my son about it to see if he knew anything about it, and he did not know that they were tearing that one down, but he did give me some other information about the PG&E over there. PG&E is not servicing him, but it services a place where he is employed. He's kind of a consultant employee, but he has a building over there, and PG&E at times, and he's not sure what the times are, but PG&E charges them $55 per kilowatt hour. Over.
What? $55 per kilowatt hour?
Yeah, he said he saw the electric bill for this small building he's in. It was $2,800 a month. Over.
Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know what to say to that, Mike. I can't believe it.
Well, I got him doing more checking on it. It's legitimate. He's seen the bill, and he also saw the $55 per kilowatt hour thing on the bill itself. It's right on there. So he says, I ain't lying to you, Dad. I saw the bill. So he doesn't pay it. Of course, the company he works for pays the bill, but I said for that amount of money, you could buy a diesel generator and run on diesel all the time, and you'd be way ahead of the game.
Absolutely. There's got to be, the decimal point was put in the wrong spot. It's got to be 55 cents per kilowatt hour, not $55.
No, it's $55 at certain times. So it's not all time, but he doesn't know exactly what the parameters are. You'd have to go over these bills. These bills are really hard to read. I don't know if you get PG&E bills, but they're really hard to read. I'm on solar, and mine are all convoluted. I got to go 3 pages of data and information that's repetitive and not repetitive, and it repeats, and then it doesn't repeat, and then it's current NEM charges, and then this and that, and the surcharge, and blah, blah, blah. So they're really hard to read. So you don't know exactly when you're being charged more. My rate, fortunately or unfortunately, does not change currently. I'm at 65 cents an hour. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter what time. Doesn't matter what. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out at you. Let you ponder that one. It's ridiculous. 73s, and we'll see in a few minutes on 6, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC. Anybody else? Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, see you later, Mike. I'll see you on 6, KO6KD.
Roger, 7-3. Okay, I'm going up toward to Nevada. Here we go. And let's see if we can get you there, Daniel. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. KE7UQL or N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu or KE7UQL or N7 Whiskey Tango. K6MYC calling and listening, 222. Okay, I'm going to try it a little bit different direction here, and let's try this. Yeah, November 7 Whiskey Tango. I hear you, Larry. Q5, but not real strong. N7 Whiskey Tango 657. Go ahead. Go ahead. N7WT. N7WT. Still making 800 watts for you, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, calling and listening, over. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Roger, roger. We have you, Larry. Boy, he's got receive problems there. How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC. Over. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Roger, roger, Jim. I got your 52. Got your 52, all okay. QSL on 52, QSL on 52. I'm sure you're hearing the live stream there. W6PQL and WK6, W6 QIW, I should say, K6MYCs. Thank you, Jim. Okay, how about N7WT or KE7UQL? I have you, Larry. I heard you, Larry. KE7UQL. Daniel, are you there? Okay, I hear a little bit of you. I think that's you in there. Let me come back a little bit. Is that better, Paul? K6 Whiskey India Sugar. How's that?
Yeah, good evening again, Mike. Yeah, you peaked up to S7 when you swung the antenna, but then QSB faded you down to about an S2. So, yeah, the path is, as usual, very high signal sometimes, and then QSB fades down almost into the noise. Over.
Yeah, it's all over the map there, but we got you good, strong signal now. But you were very, very good on the direct path tonight also. Perhaps just a tad stronger here, but a lot less steady. A lot more QSP on this path. Thanks for checking in here, Paul. And we'll look for you if you can on 6 meters in just a few minutes. I'm looking for Daniel. Daniel should be here tonight. I've got Larry in here, very weak. But I should hear Daniel, and then we'll be finished up. 7-3 for now. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville, K6MYC.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. You finished on S7 there. I heard Larry, N7 Whiskey Tango, just briefly, some backscattered reflections when you contacted each other, then he faded out for me too. So, yeah, there was signal in there. So anyway, 73s for now, K6WIS clear.
Roger, roger. Got you all okay. Thank you. 7-3, okay on hearing KN7WT. He doesn't hear as well as I do on 222, so I always hear him when he does not always hear me. I got to be bodacious for him to hear me. We'll go up there and try again. Here we go. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT or KE7UQL. Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. K6MYC calling. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. I doubled with you. Try again, try again. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. K6MYC. Daniel? Boy, I'm pretty sure if Daniel was there, he'd be checking in. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango. Have you heard anything from me now, Larry? N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Over, over. N7WT, K6MYC. Roger, roger, Larry. I got you, but I'd like to have you copy me. N7WT, K6MYC. Over. KE7UQL, 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 K6MYC. Over, over. I'm inching along more and more to the north. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Over. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC, over. I sure need Daniel as a check-in here. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over, Daniel. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, or N7VAZ, K6MYC, calling and listening. One last call, KE7 UQL, Ke7 Uniform, Quebec, London, or N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC, calling and standing by, standing by. Oh boy. Okay, Rob, are you there?
Yep. Let's see. When Paul checked in, did he check in 336 and 160?
Yes, he did, yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, we've got like 16, 17, I think. Let me count. Yep, we got 16 right now.
Good. See, it would be nice if we had two easy ones. K6 KLY would have been easy, and so is Daniel. But I'm sure Daniel wasn't there. I did not hear one peep. When I heard N7WT, I only heard him for about 5 seconds, and then he was gone. But when he doesn't hear me, he just gets quiet.
I guess he doesn't run the stream, huh?
I guess not.
If Ken was in here tonight, that'd be a good one. And he sometimes gets Ralph, so I haven't heard Ken.
I haven't heard Ken either. That would be helpful. Yeah, well, that would be easy. Two more with him. I know Jim did call in and give me 52, so 52 in Santa Barbara checked in.
Yeah, you don't mean Ken, you mean Jim.
Yes, Jim PQL.
Yeah, QSL, I got it.
Alrighty, well, I think I'll leave the antenna here at north. Let me see. Let me go north, like about there. Come back just a little bit and see if I can't, the outside chance we can give Daniel one more call there. All right, I'm going to switch over to 6 here and get going there, but 16 is decent. We could have had a couple more easily, maybe as many as 4 more. We're missing 4, 2, 1, 2, 3 easy ones.
I can give John K6MI a text.
Yeah, where's John tonight? He's usually here. This is not band night. Well, this is band night. He's at practice.
Okay, I don't know which net he has practice, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, pretty much on Mondays he's pretty tied up. Some days he doesn't have practice, but when it gets into the school year, they're definitely on target. So we had 4 or 5 we could have gotten if they'd all been here. All right, one last call, KE7UQL and N7WT. Larry, we have you if you're copying. KE7UQL, we have you. We do not have you. We're looking for you, Daniel. KE7UQL, are you there? K6MYC, over. No, just nothing. All right, here we go to 6 meters, K6MYC, but I'll be monitoring here. 3, 4, 5. Everything looks sort of normal. I hear a whistle, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, 8622, number 249.
Yeah, boy, I got lots of noise, Richard, but good to hear you. Thank you for 249, Richard. Let me see if I can get a little more antenna on you there. I've got, it's very hot here, so the inverter noise from my neighbor is quite severe. KAD6BQ 249, K6MYC.
Oh, very good, Mike. Larry here as well. I guess you said you were barely got...
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
61 degrees outside here.
What was the temperature? 51, 51?
61, 61.
Oh, I was off. Well, it's still time to put your woolies on, isn't it?
Oh, no, that's right for me.
Yeah, it's Kevin WT on the side.
Well, there you are, Larry. Good evening. I heard you on 222, but I did not get a response. And I take it you did not hear Daniel tonight. I don't know where Daniel is. That's unusual. Daniel thought he would be here for sure, but I did not hear him. Over.
The conditions were really, really lousy. I think this thunderstorms and stuff that are going on here has got the tropo and everything else all messed up. So I never had even heard a peep out of you on 220, actually on my radio. Over.
Yeah, I heard you, but you were only in there for a short time. You did not I think you only called one time, didn't you?
I never did get anything at all. You never did come, never heard you on my radio at all, but the only thing I could tell that you knew you were there was when I listened to the live stream over.
Yeah, well, I said I copied you on the one call that you made. How many calls did you make to me?
Well, I called you different times there and trying to get through, and I just like to say, I caught it one time where you said you copied me, so that I just sit back and listen there for a while after that. But I did try to give you 73s and everything else, but you never got any of that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I couldn't find you after the first call that I heard you, so I got you checked in, but I never did hear Daniel, and you heard nothing from Daniel either, right?
Yeah, Daniel wasn't out there tonight. I would have heard him because I ordered local. I would have heard him. He wasn't out there when you were trying to call him, and there wasn't anything I could do about that. But I just, like I said, kept trying to hear you on the radio, and it just wasn't there. I think that the thunderstorm has got everything all screwed up from the past. The past was the worst I've ever heard it, North.
Yeah, okay. Very unusual for Daniel to miss 222. Something must have come up or something broke, one or the other. Anyway, we did have 16 check-ins, but we could have easily gotten to 20 if everybody that was easy had checked in. We missed 2 down here and 2 or 3 in the Bay Area that did not check in. It would have been real easy. 2 in the Bay Area, 2 down here, and Daniel, that would have been 5 without even stretching it. So we have people out there on 222, but we just can't get everybody on the same night. Hi. Anyway, thank you, Larry. And we're copying you here on 6. All okay. I think I've got the antenna pretty much optimized on you guys there. Richard's down just a bit this evening, but we've got him. I've got power line noise in there. Let me shoot it back to you, and then you can turn it over to Richard and see if there's anybody else there. And 7 Whiskey Tango and the group K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC and 7WT returning. You finally made it up to about S4 tonight. So the conditions are not real red hot here either. I'm running about 900 watts here. And on 220, I was only running 350 watts. So I was surprised you heard me. I never did hear your kilowatt plus. Anyway, 73 for now, and I'll see you with this KD6BQ. Pick it up, and 7WT.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox.
I hear you, Darren. Stand by. We're still talking to the northern guys.
So, Anyway, good to hear you here on 6 meters. We had a little bit of thunderstorm precipitation today and got, 0.16 inches, not a whole lot, but a little bit. But that's part of what's cooled us off here. So sounds like we're quite a bit cooler than you are down there. K6MYC, KD6BQ.
Oh, yeah, we were 103, 104 here, so it was still warm. It's cooled off a little bit this evening. I think we're going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, but I went outside just before the net here, and it was quite pleasant. I would say it would be about 90, but that's pleasant for us. So it was down quite nicely, and maybe even below 90. So not bad at all. Thank you, Richard. Thanks for checking in here, and of course we'll look for you on Wednesday. We missed you Sunday night. I assume that you were not home or something, over?
Yeah, right. That. Yeah, Sunday we were here. I just had a sick dog there that wasn't doing very good, but he seemed to pull through for the time being, so we didn't make it on.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll look for you on Wednesday. And 7-3 for now. Thanks for coming up here on 6 meters. And Larry, 73 to you as well. And we'll take a standby and see if anybody else is in there. You cute guys, I don't know if N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, maybe one of you guys could listen, see if he's on frequency. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has 6 meters, but I'm not sure I can hear him. And conditions tonight are not bodacious by any means. So would one of you guys make a call to Eric N7VAZ, please, over?
I'll take it there. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ, KD6BQ. Mike, K6MYC is looking for you for the Bozo Net. Are you out there, Eric? Over. Not anything here. Do you hear anything, Larry?
No, nothing. I don't think I've ever heard that fellow yet, so I don't even know I can hear him.
Well, you'll meet him on September 3.
We'll do that.
Yeah, he's 1193 if you do hear him when he checks in. Sometimes you have to relay him in 1193. And the other one that we haven't heard for a long time now is Stan, K7SUN, but I'm pretty sure Stan, he hardly ever checks in on 6. A lot of times it's on 2 meters only. So I guess that's it. 7-3, guys, and we'll see you, well, I guess we can try for you tomorrow, Larry. I think we had a little success, I thought, during the last weekend or something, last time on 1296, but now I can't remember. I did work Daniel, and he was very strong at one time. 2 times he came up very, very strong on 1296. So he's really got the 1296 station working quite well. 7-3, guys, N7WT, KD6BQ, K6MYC going towards Sacramento.
7-3.
7-3.
K6USY.
694, BNW6GBS.
Yeah, 694. Good evening, Ben. Hang on just a second. 73's, Richard, I heard your CW there. Who else was in there besides 694?
K6USY 1079 from Las Vegas.
Okay, got your 1079 and 1100. Got you, Ben. But let me recognize Daryl first. Daryl was checked in earlier. And of course, he can't hear the boys in Vegas or in Nevada there. KE6 Charlie Echo Fox, K6MYC. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, I couldn't hear those guys. I heard one of them for a little while, and that was it. And good evening to Aaron in Las Vegas. How's it going, Aaron?
It's going okay as long as my internet's working. So I'm going to try not to transmit too much. K6USY.
Well, I think it's cool that you're even able to do that. Pretty cool. Anyway, let it roll, Mike.
Okay, very good, Daryl. Let's get Ben in here. Ben, you're sounding pretty good. I don't know if you heard the boys in Vegas. The path was down to Nevada tonight pretty poor. They weren't anywhere near their normal strength, so it wasn't a bodacious night, at least for me. WB6GBS, K6MYC.
Very good. It's been WB6GBS. Yeah, I had trouble here. I had to disconnect the unit that I've got there that takes care of any separations or any kinks on the power there that PG&E gets, and unplug that and plug in straight, and then I had to retune. So that was what the problem was last week. So anyway, that's straightened out now. Glad I found the trouble.
Yeah, well, tell me again what the trouble was.
Well, I guess the unit between the AC plug and my equipment is to keep down if PG&E gets any spikes in the line and this, that, and the other. It won't destroy my equipment. And something was wrong there, so I had to go directly into the AC plug and power anyway, and then retune, and then I'm okay. So I guess something was wrong there.
That's kind of weird, but you should not have had to retune. Your voltage should have been same, whether it was coming through the UPS or direct from the wall, over.
Yeah, I think I had to do a minor retune there. So anyway, I seem to got it's working and holding, so I guess that's right. It was okay on 40 and stuff, 40 and 80, but the 6 meters didn't want to work right. So anyway, it's straightened out now, so I'm glad.
Yeah, well, that's good. It seems to be fine now. You're very steady. No trouble copying whatsoever here. Anyway, good evening to you, Ben. Thanks for calling in, and we'll take a standby and see. I know Rob's in here. Rob, you're here, right?
QSL. Good evening, Ben. WB6GBS, KM6SR, and Mike. We've got Bozo 432 and Bozo 1200, KN6UKN.
I got you already written down. Thank you.
WA6AJ727.
A727. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Mike. Check Bill in. He's under the weather. Over.
Oh, that's a shame. Did you go down and try to work Ralph on 222?
I'm not on 222.
Oh, that's right. You guys went off at 222. I forgot about that. I guess Ken's the only one that can do that. Well, I could go down there, but I just didn't think about it. We got most everybody else except for Ralph is pointed towards Santa Cruz or north, so I don't even turn down that way. I figured one of you guys is going to pick him up. So there you are. Okay, what's going on with Bill? Is flu or cold?
I don't know. His wife Frances called me and let me know, and it sounds like the flu.
Oh, bummer. Did he pick that up wherever he was traveling?
I have no idea. Either did she. She just said that his bones are aching, he's got a slight fever, and he went to bed. That's about it.
Okay, and Montezuma's not with him, huh?
No, it didn't sound like that.
Okay, well, that's good. I talked to somebody else today, and I guess it was Bill up there, KO6KD, and he's had Montezuma in that room with him for the last 2 or 3 days.
Well, it sounds like it just started, so maybe he's got time.
Yeah, I think he's better tonight. He seemed to be over it tonight, so Bill sounded pretty good. We'll check in a few minutes. I'll be pointed his way. I'm still pointed north toward Nevada. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for calling. And we did have 16 check-ins on 222 this time. Are you ever going to go back on 222, or did you just give up on the band? Good band.
Pretty much gave up on it.
Why is that? Because who you couldn't work, you mean?
No, I just decided to move expenses towards HF.
Oh, I got you. It's a matter of putting the priorities on things. Okay, got it. All right, very good. Now, let's see. Kerry, are you in here? KC5DTU, are you with us, Kerry?
KC5DTU, 7.
Good evening, Mike. WA6AJ, KM6SR.
Yeah, we had a double. Rob, hang on a second. Let me get Kerry on here. Good evening, Kerry. and good to hear you. We did listen to a blog this morning. I think it was the financial one, but I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty good one. Rob, go ahead and say hello to Mike there.
Okay, I'll say hello to Kerry too there, now that he's on there. Yeah, I wanted to tell Mike, appreciated him helping me out there on the 432 net last week. And I bought Mike's 222 stuff there, Mike.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kerry and Rob. Yeah, I kept it in the family, so to speak.
Well, at least it's on the air, so that's the main thing. That's good. Thank you, Mike. And good evening to you, Kerry. Anything new this afternoon? We've been watching a little news, but been kind of slow this afternoon. Over.
Nothing. I just sent you some new stuff here a little while ago. Also, did Matt make the delivery on the stuff we sent you?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Judy says thanks much.
Thank you very much. I'm excited about seeing the results.
Roger. Glad to help and hope it helps. And good to hear you there, Judy. And hello, Rob, and hello, Mike, KC5, DTU.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, good evening, Kerry. Yeah, I had to change a little bit. I get you directly off the back, but hearing you fine now. Good evening. Thanks for being in there.
Roger, no problem. You sounding good. I could hear you there, Rob.
Yeah, I've got a kilowatt going backwards towards you, so I guess that works.
Good. I got one sitting here. I'm going to have to get going here and get it hooked up one of these days.
Hey, Gary, I got your email tonight on the military thing. It looked interesting.
Things are happening, Mike. Things are happening, and they're really speeding up. Boy, we should see a lot of people being perp walked this week.
It looks like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, roger that. All I can say is it's about time.
Yeah, I missed a comment. I was talking to Judy for a second. What was the comment about the military?
They're starting to move. And they're being visible. So, as I told Mike, we should see some people getting perp walked this week.
Oh, okay. You're talking about outside of Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, that's affirmative.
Okay. Well, it won't be too soon, but I don't know how they can do that. They haven't had. I haven't heard the results of the. What do they call it after the grand jury looks at things, and haven't heard anything since the grand jury all that over.
Well, there's a bunch that's been going on, Mike, and not being publicized. So things are happening. So we'll see what happens. But all I can say is I've been waiting a long time.
Yeah, haven't we all?
Seems like we have too.
Yeah, we have too. Judy says we're gaining impatience. Okay, good, Kerry, and we'll take a look tonight when we get done here. May have enough energy to go listen to at least a part of one. Sometimes we can't make it all the way through a long one, but we could get through the short ones easier at night anyway.
Okay, Michael. Well, 73 is up there to you guys, and I just been seeing the firefighting planes taking off. You guys are not having any problems up there, are you?
No, they're not coming up here. We had a lot of that 2 days ago when we had all the lightning and thunder and rain. But we had 5 little fires all within about 10 miles of us here, I think. But they got them out real quick, and that was the only excitement we had. Over.
Roger. Okay. Well, you guys stay safe. 73s.
73, Kerry. Thank you.
Hey, Kerry, we lost our power that one night for about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Well, you got solar now, Rob. Did you finish getting it installed?
Negative on the install. It's a very slow, arduous process.
Oh, boy.
Well, you better get cracking because one of the things in the cards say that we might lose, a lot of us might lose power.
Yeah, a cyber false flag, possibly. That could mean power, it could mean internet.
And they're canceling the 30% rebate on December 31st.
What rebate is that?
Well, I tell you, for nothing other than the convenience, because if they're saying 10 days things might go down, so you need to get cracking there, kid.
Yeah, they say I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Okay, well, like I said, you need Manuel Labor, give a holler.
Yeah, keep gas in the generator. All right. Very good. Want to hear something really weird? I was talking to, remember the other night we had the guy that checked in that was up in Patterson, had come up from L.A. and checked in the Bozo Net, a Southern California Bozo guy. And he said he's working on disassembling a power plant up there in Patterson that runs on garbage and refuge and stuff. And so I called my son today about that, and he said, well, I'm not on that power plant doesn't service me. I get my water from another place. But he says, where I'm working, we are on PG&E, and the building, he's in two buildings. One building is huge, 100,000 square feet, and the building he's in is quite small. It's just got a machine shop for 2 or 3 people, some refrigerators or freezers in there for storage of tissue. They do tissue samples and stuff, I guess. And so they've got pretty heavy air conditioning in this building, but it's just a small building. But he saw the electric bill for 1 month on that building. The big building was $13,000 a month. The little building, which he's in, was $28,000. And they started looking at the bill, and there was some off hours where PG&E was charging him $55 per kilowatt hour. Over.
Oh, buddy. Well, I got a big wake up. They said, when DJT starts cutting off the funds, we start having crisis here where they need emergency money. So, and PG&E's name was involved in it.
Well, it's either they need it legitimately or they don't need it legitimately, and of course, either way, if they take and charge us anymore, it hurts us. But they've been a little bit gross. He said he looked at the bill. He saw the bill. He said, He says, I can tell you firsthand. I saw the bill with my own eyes, $55 an hour. The one thing they didn't do is go through the bill to see how many hours they had used and why they were getting charged $55 and what it was normally. But anyway, pretty ridiculous. The company obviously isn't too concerned. They have a big overhead and a big income, but they could buy a diesel generator for $28,000 and have that whole building run on one diesel generator and be way ahead money-wise. Over.
Well, I'm not going to tie up the net much longer, but I tell you, I went to fill up today, and for regular, it's over $4 a gallon, almost $4.25. So it's crazy when you can look at the rest of the country and it's going down.
Yeah, well, that's all the crap that Gavin Newsom's pulling on the refineries, is shutting them down, or they're not shutting them down. He just makes it impossible for them to operate. They put so many rules and regulations around them they can't function, and that's part of it. So we don't have our own refinery, so then it has to be hauled in and yada yada, along with a lot of other crap. Yeah, we're going to have to struggle with this bastard for a couple more years. Or is he done at the end of this? By 2026, has he got to run? Has he got a new governor race, I think, in 2026? So maybe we get rid of him in 2026. Couldn't be too soon. I'm hoping that Steve Hilton can get it in there. Anyway, good evening, Kerry. We'll talk more. Thanks much for all your stuff that you're doing for us here. KC5DTU in the group, K6MYC. Okay, who else do we have here this evening before we start going towards, well, I'm towards Sacramento. Bill, are you there?
Barely hear you, Mike. Barely hear you. If you can hear me, try to peek on me a little bit. K6MYC in the Bozo. There's KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6 Kilo Delta Bozo 776. Can you get me at all, Mike?
Well, I'm hearing you fine. I haven't had a chance to wiggle the antenna, but I'm pointed right at you, and I don't think I can get much more out of it. You must just have your power line noise. Is your power line noise really bad? Over?
No, I'm just not making you out, Mike. There is no power line noise now. They switched the capacitor bank off, but I'm just not hearing you. Darren's out here and John's out here, so I'll get out of the way, see if you can hear them. I'm just not hearing you, Mike. KO6KD.
Okay, is this any better? You came way up, but it might be because I got rid of my noise. Over?
Oh, yeah, now you're up to an S5. I know you should be louder than that, but at least I'm hearing you now.
Yeah, okay, well, you're rock solid in here, so no trouble copying. I haven't missed a word.
Okay, very good. Well, if you hear Darren well enough, I was trying to explain to him that guy down in Patterson and his PG&E bill. You might want to, if you're hearing Darren all right, he'd like to hear more about that. All right, anyway, I'll get out of the way. We'll look for you in the morning. KO6KD.
Yeah, when I was going to call my son in Patterson, I had to call my grandson because I had lost my son's number. My phone dumped it. In the process of talking to my grandson, he's very much more familiar with that stuff than I expected because he's been doing work for those companies in the cooling and other areas that he's got expertise. So he's passed through those plants, and he's seen the one that is north of Ken, and he didn't ever go to the one that was the garbage dump one, but he knows what it looks like, and he's seen others similar. There's another one in the area not too far away as well. So he was very tuned into that whole thing, and he was telling me about the ones that are all on lithium now over in the Monterey area, lithium batteries and as a backup and all the rest of that. So we got into quite a discussion there. A lot more to talk about, but we won't do that on the net here. We'll talk to you more in the morning. KO6KD in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, well, explain to Darren, if you can, about the $55 bill, the kilowatt-hour bill.
Well, I don't think I can explain it. It's just, it was on the bill. My son said he saw it with his own eyes. Over.
Okay, well, I was trying to explain that to Darren, and I'm not sure if he fully understood what I was trying to tell him. So, okay, anyway, that's just ridiculous. I think the guy had to send the bill to the PUC and then call the company up and say, didn't you mean to move the decimal place two places to the left? Not $55, but 55 cents per kilowatt hour?
Yeah, or at least $5 a kilowatt hour. Even that would be ridiculous, but this 55 is insane. They clearly don't want them to use power at certain times for some reason. And I don't think Kenny's facility runs overnight, but they have to run the air conditioning and stuff because there's storage for tissues and things like that. They're doing animal tissues and studies on tissues and blood cells and all that sort of stuff there where he works, and he's making molds. What he does is make molds for parts and stuff, but that's what they do at the place he was working for. So it's somewhat related to medical stuff. All right. Talk to you more in the morning, and I'll see what else I can find out. Yeah, Kenny's going to call me when he can find out some more stuff there. KO6KD, K6MYC. Anybody else while I'm pointed this way? How about Redding?
Golf Yankee, 759,
KR6MR.
Okay, got two of you. 884, good evening, Phil. Hang on a second. Let me get you in here. 884 and 759. Go ahead, John. I won't move the antenna. You're Q5, but not as strong as you would be if I aimed at you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike, just a quick in and out. It's still hot up here in my shack, and I want to get down and cool off. Say good evening and to you and Judy, and hope to work you tomorrow night in 1296 KR6MR.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be stable conditions. I don't know what it's going to be like. My gut says it's going to be unstable because of the changing weather patterns, but we'll see. I will always work you, but hopefully it'll be more stable. We can actually get a couple of sentences put together. Good enough, John. Thanks for coming upstairs and go back down where it's cool. KR6MR, K6MYC. Now over to you, Darren. KJ6KFB, go ahead. Well, maybe I got to move the antenna for Darren here. Let me go a little bit that way. KJ6KFB, Darren. Maybe he's got the wife out for a walk, Bill, over. How about Reading, CW Reading, CW KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, over. Was that you, John? I was off axis here. Go ahead.
No, that was Bill, KR6MR. Bill said you try to call them on 2 meters.
Oh, okay. I don't hear Darren tonight. He must be out walking his wife.
N6RO.
N6RO coming your way. Make some noise, Ken.
We had Phil in there, Mike.
Who?
884 WB6GGY.
Well, I'll get him. But let me just pick up Ken. I can copy Phil in that direction fine. I'll get you a second. N6RO835. Let me get 884 so he can go away if he wants to, and maybe 1013 as well. 884 WB6GGY. Go ahead, Phil.
Okay, real good, Mike. WB6GGY, Bozo 884,
I can't read my readout. Is this better, Phil?
maybe a little bit there. WB6GGY, Bozo 884. I'll copy now. Over.
Well, I can't get any more out of it. That's as good as it's going to be. I went back and forth on you. Anyway, good evening and thanks for the check-in. Do you know if Greg's here or not?
Not as of yet. I have not heard Greg. Greg, are you here? Over. No reply. Over.
Okay, very good. I don't hear him either. Well, thanks, Phil. We'll keep it short, and we'll finish up our other stuff. You probably were monitoring about the PG&E stuff and the power bills and all that stuff. We'll talk to you more in the morning on that stuff. WB6GGY, K6MYC.
Okay, and hello to Judy, and we will pass along our 73s. Talk to you later there, Mike. Over.
Yeah, thank you, Phil. All right. 73 to you and Barbara as well. Over to you, Ken. N6RO, go ahead, K6MYC.
K6MYC and company N6RO, Bozo 835 in Charlie Mike 97DX. Not much new to report since the previous net. I'm trying to find an installer who will work on panels on a carport. The big boys will not mess with it. I'm not sure why, because I've got a very strong
and permitted reinforced carport. 6x6s in both the posts and the diagonals. But they want to touch it, and so they just lost about $120K that I'm willing to spend. So I'll find somebody sooner or later in 6RO.
Yeah, what do you want done to it?
And you're not coming out on the SPR.
Somebody's talking in there. Who is that?
That was John in Brentwood.
Who?
I can hear you, but I can't hear you on the computer.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is he coming through on this band or through your radio, Ken?
He's coming through on the radio.
On your radio?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Not my normal. Oh, yes, I am. Normal power here.
Okay, so you're receiving him on another band, and then it's being retransmitted because the speaker's picking him up, huh?
No, I'm hearing him direct. He only is about 8 miles from me.
Okay. What band are you doing that on?
Right here. Hey, John, you pointed. You pointed at Mike or me? Oh, really loud here.
Well, who is this John? There's so many Johns, I don't know who you're talking to.
Whiskey Zulu Zulu.
Oh, that John. Okay, hi, John. You're pretty weak, but I may be a little bit north of you here. W6WZZ. I forgot the Bozo. 1146 or something? 1145? He's not hearing me either. 1145. Got it. Okay, anyway, let me see if I can get more signal from him. He's not that far from me. I should be able to get you and he at the same direction here. So give me a little more chatter, John, and I'll peek on you there.
John, transmit here.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
I don't think you pointed at him.
Well, he's not giving me any. Got to be more than three-thirds of a second to get a peek on you, but I hear you better now, John. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Much better.
There you go. Okay, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu.
I got it. So good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks, races back to back, and oh my goodness, I'm just kind of tired.
Yeah, imagine so. I heard you were on the trail racing bikes and stuff there. Welcome back, and thanks for checking in. Anyway, you go ahead and wrap it, Ken, and I'll finish with you and John and get into the Bay Area. Keep people from having to stay up too late. Hi.
Yeah. Okay, John, did you win any trophies?
On Friday, let's see, in Las Vegas, I got a second on Friday, a third, and then a main event qualifier. And then this weekend, I got 2 seconds and a third.
Not bad. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the guy that beat you was 15 years old, right?
Yeah, not quite. We're all about the same age. I'm almost 70, and there's guys out there that are in their 70s and younger.
Yeah, well, you're doing good. Anytime you can even place on things like that, you're obviously in pretty good shape.
Yeah, for an old fart.
Okay.
Yeah, RO.
That's your choice. All right, 7-3, Ken, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 1296, Ken. Over to you for your final, John. W6WZZ, K6MYC. We'll go ahead.
John.
Roger, Roger. Okay, take it easy. Have a great rest of the week. Whiskey 6, Whiskey Zulu Zulu, K6 NYC.
Okay, you're 1145, right, John? 1145?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got you. Thanks. 73. K6 MYC, clear anybody else in this direction before we go into the Bay Area, over?
Thanks, Ken.
November 6th,
Mike, did you get KR6MR and KJ6KFB?
KJ6KFB. Is he here?
Well, yeah, he's not able to copy you. I've been talking to him on 2 meters. He just cannot hear you. He's been here. He's been trying to check in, but he's not going to say anything if he can't hear you. Over.
Well, he's got to make noise. Otherwise, I don't know he's there. He's obviously got some kind of receive problem.
Yeah, well, a lot of us do up here. It's just very noisy in the Sacramento area.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I got him checked in. Tell Darren he's checked in.
Okay, I've 752. I don't know. Hell, I can't remember my number most of the time. And then John was out here. I assume you got KR6MR.
Yes, I did. The only one I didn't get was Reading, which was 145.
Okay, so you got everybody then. Sorry, I'll get out of the way. Good evening, everybody. KO6 Kitty.
Okay, and I'm copying you clear down toward Oakley, so you're all over the place.
Well, I could lose some weight, yeah.
Again, anybody else while I'm pointed in this direction before I go into the Bay Area? K6 MYC, NCC, N6 Bravo Charlie. Go ahead, Merle.
Good afternoon there, Mike. I was beginning to think maybe you didn't hear me. I'm not too sure how good this thing's working right now.
Are you 1034?
1134.
Yeah, when I wrote it down, it didn't look right. Okay, let me get that 0 crossed out. 1134, got it. Okay, how are you doing up there, old man?
Oh, we're doing, getting a bunch of other stuff going on, but yeah, just kind of, I got everything all lowered down real super low, so I'm actually surprised you even hear me.
You're quite loud when you had all the antennas working and up or down, but I think the biggest thing is to get them working right, and then they can work a little better when they're down than what you had them originally. But no, you're doing fine, no problem. The guy I haven't heard, and I guess he's on a vacation. I think he told me he was going to be gone for a week or so. Was Brett? Do you know what that is? That correct?
Well, I don't know if you're talking or not right now. I'm having some major troubles here for some reason. All right, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here for on my output at all. It's not making no sense, so I'm going to jump out of here and see if I can figure it out before you get out of the Bay Area. N6 BCC.
Well, you're checked in. You are checked in, and you're very loud, so you may have an intermittent on receive. You may have an intermittent on receive. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, this thing here is just showing me all kinds of weird things here. It's showing me with about a 1 kc spread there on my signal, but it's showing 100 watts and stuff, but it's not showing a very wide signal, which is not normal for me.
Yeah, well, you sound normal, so it must be something else going on there. But you're about S7, S8 here on the meter for 100 watts. I'm running 1500 at you, over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, but, I had to do a reset on my radio and reset everything up, and it's been pretty doggone, I got it set pretty doggone tight, so I'm hoping maybe it'll take and kind of clean up some of the background audio, and I think that's what's going on right now, is I'm not used to seeing it so tight like this.
Yeah, well, it sounds maybe a little pinched audio-wise, but not bad at all. I mean, I still got quite good readability on you, and it sounds pretty normal. Maybe a little high-pitched, but very slight difference. I recognized your voice when you first came in. So much for that, Merle. 7-3. I asked you about Brett, if Brett's on vacation or something, over.
He's been on vacation.
He got back Sunday, so he might be out there. I don't know if he's going to be out there or not tonight, but he might be.
Okay, well, he should be checking in. I'm almost pointed at him now. I'm only off by about 10 degrees there. Okay, 7-3, Merle. Good to chat, and we'll talk to you in the next couple of days here for sure, probably on Wednesday. N6 BCC, K6MYC, clear and going toward the Bay Area.
Okay, Mike, you and Judy have a great evening. Good talking to you. We'll catch you later. K6MYC, N6 BCC, and I'll be clear.
7-3.
Kilowatt Bravo 6, Juliet Sugar Mike, Bozo Net 1192.
Boy, that's a big signal, John. KB6JSM 1192, is it? K6MYC.
That is correct, 1192. This is John in San Jose.
Yeah, way louder than normal, John. For 6 meters, you're just huge in here. I've never heard you this good. So you either made some changes or you got, we just got good band conditions, John, over?
I'm also using the work antenna right now, remoting into it, so it's in Santa Clara. So the signal should be something better on HF now. Over.
I didn't get what antenna. You're running into something antenna, but you didn't say it clearly. Go ahead.
It was a Mosley beam, It's on, the photos are on my QRZ page. You can see the antenna that we have at work. So I'm remoting into a radio from there. I have my ICOM 7300 sitting over there, remoted into it, over.
Okay, is this the antenna you'd normally use on 6, or is this different?
No, it's the same one I use on 6 meters. It's a club antenna, but no one uses the club shack anymore, so I just kind of put my ICOM in there and remote into it all the time, over.
Oh, it's not at your house then?
No, it's not at my house because I can't have an antenna at my apartment complex, over.
Well, you've got some antennas for the higher bands there on your balcony, don't you?
I do have a little 4-element Chris-Craft beam and another beam for the 440, but I have to kind of hang them over the side of the balcony.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, it's working. This is very good. This is the best I've heard you on 6. The audio is slightly muffled. I'm not sure whether that's the 7300 or the mic or the way you're holding it. A little bit soft on the audio, but otherwise it's fine, and quite a nice strong signal. Your S5, S6 here, plenty of signal strength. Thanks for checking in, John. I got your 1140, whatever it was, 1142, I guess.
It was 1192, 1192.
Yeah, 1192. I knew when I said it, it wasn't right. Got it. Thank you, sir. Take care, and let's see who else we have in the Bay Area. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area.
N5NPD, 1129.
K6MYC, here is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India, 1090. How copy, Mike? It has a lot of QR Nancy today, so I just hope it's not as bad as your end.
I hear you fine. And I've got you also, Brett. Stand by, Brett. You're way down from normal, but maybe I'm not pointed right for you. But your signal's usually a lot stronger, Brett. Maybe you're just running really, really light barefoot. Anyway, check it, and I'll continue on with Gary for just a second here. Good copy from you, Gary, WB6WANI, 1090, K6MYC. No problem copying, Gary. Go ahead.
No trouble. No, you're coming in over the noise. It's just that in between transmissions, the noise level is sort of like grinding, and it's grinding noise is not pleasant, but you're coming in right over it. So good for you, and that power helps. Mike, nothing more here. Nothing tomorrow, but we'll meet again on 2 meters on Wednesday. But I'll let you get to Fred. And now I'm going to take my dog out for a walk. She's been patiently waiting. K6MYC and the group. And Judy, Good evening, Miss Judy. Here is WB6791090.
Okay, very good, Gary. Thanks much. Nice to have you here on 6. Very solid signal. No fading, no nothing. Not bodacious, but I may not be pointed right either, but I'm not going to move it when I'm hearing you so well. Thanks much. Have a fun time with your dog there. Give her a walk or two. And a biscuit. 7-3. Now, let's see. N5 NPD. N5 NPD. Go ahead, Brett, K6MYC.
Well, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I was trying to give you 5 watts, so evidently it just wasn't quite enough. But you did hear me.
Well, yeah, you were Q5. I just said it was normal. It was very fine now. But, no, the 5 watts was very good. You can always check in with 5 watts if you want to save power. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't have any trouble hearing you. We're line of sight across here, as you know. I'm probably not even pointed optimally for you. But great to hear you. I hope you had a good little vacation there, over.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I went up to my mother's place there. I got one more trip there, and that's the one where I kind of winterize the property before it starts snowing and freezing up there. So, and then I'll bring the trailer up, and we take the travel trailer up there, and I leave it up there for the summer. She's got a RV pad there on the property. So, but I bring it home before it starts freezing and getting a blanket of snow on top of it, over.
Yeah, where is it?
Portola, and if you don't know where that's at, it's about an hour north of Truckee.
Yeah, well, it's up in the mountains, yeah. So you're going to get snow there for sure. It's probably, what, 3,000 to 4,000 feet, right?
I think her place is 5,200.
Oh, okay, then you're definitely going to be cold and snowier. Very good. Well, you sounded good. Anyway, you got everything back to normal there, and we missed you, but good to hear you here. I'll leave it, keep it short, because we still got a few people in the Bay Area that still want to check in before they go to bed. But we'll look for you on Wednesday. I don't think we'll hear you on 1296 tomorrow, but we'll look for you Wednesday. I guess you were home last night, but I did not hear you. Or maybe you weren't home, but you were supposed to be close anyway. N5 NPD, Newman, K6MYC.
3, Mike. We'll catch you next time.
7-3. Bay Area, Bozo Net, 6 meters, K6MYC, taking check-ins.
Quickie, 5QR, 1189.
Try it again. I got it. 89, I think. I think that's you, Mario, in Portola, or in Patterson?
Roger, KO6, IQR, Mario, 1189.
Roger, Mario. Nice to work you last night. You're not as strong here on 6 as you were last night on 2 meters. So I was going to ask you some more questions, but we'll hold on that because it's pretty light tonight. But thanks very much for checking in here. Good to hear you. We'll be on 1296 tomorrow, but I don't think you have 1296 in your portable, do you?
That's a negative on the 1296. Yeah, it's on the 991 Alpha, and I still got my vertical antenna, so I know I'm light, but give me some time, and I'll be up with you guys here in not too long. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, the 991 sounds fine. I had one for a while until I couldn't read it anymore with my blindness. It's a black radio. Everything's black on that radio. I couldn't find the buttons anymore. Hi. But it sounds good. It's doing a good job. 100 watts on this band is fine. 7-3, Mario. Thanks again for checking in, and we'll look forward to working you on Wednesday here on 2 meters. K6MYC clear and looking for other check-ins on 6 meters from the Bay Area. Over.
WA6AXX 773, no traffic.
773, I got you, Ed. Who was the other one? Somebody said something right along with Ed, but I didn't get you quite loud. It wasn't Mario. Who was the other station that called? Go ahead.
It was me, Mike, N6BCC. I just wanted to get a quick audio check, see if that made any difference, just real quick.
Well, it's clean and sharp. I think you're a little bit narrower, and I like the audio better from a readability standpoint. It's very crisp and clean. very articulate, and you may have had some more bass in there before, but I wouldn't change it. I think it sounds good. Any more bass in there, and you would be wasting power and not getting any more readability. Over.
Hey, Roger. Okay, that's what I needed to find out, because I played with the parametrics and stuff on it again, and yeah, I think I got it. It's showing a little better than what I want. Actually, it's showing me a very narrow, like 1 or 1.5 kc spread, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay then, Mike, I'll let you get back to your net there. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. Again, you and Judy have a great night. K6NYC and 6BCC. Thanks again.
Okay, Merle, thank you. And yeah, it sounds fine, no problems. I don't hear anything here. You probably should ask other people, but from my standpoint, it sounds fine. So, Ed, over to you, WA6AXX. Who else are you hearing in there? Did you hear Mario there? He's portable in Patterson. Do you hear him at all, Ed? Over.
No, not on. Not over the air. I think I did on the live stream, but. I'm sure there's some other people around here in the Bay Area, so give them another call, and I'll just listen for a little bit. Nothing else going on here. Hope you're doing well. K6NYC, WA6AXX.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's possible for 104 temperature today. It's cooling off now. I think it's going to be a little bit nicer tomorrow. It was quite nice out here at about 6:37, and it's starting to be reasonable where you could go out and not have your knees buckle. Thanks, Ed. Good to hear you. WA6AXX, K6NYC, looking for other check-ins from the Bay Area. W6PQL, WB6JNN, K6KLY, AB6SR on a shorted feed line. KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie. How about you, Mike? Well, awful quiet in the Bay Area there. I'll slide down to Santa Cruz, but maybe somebody will still hear me up there in the Bay Area, and I'll be pointed at Santa Cruz trying to pick up the boys there in Watsonville and Santa Cruz. Here we go. Be close. KW6S and or AF6 United, K6MYC. The one of you there?
K6MYC, AF6 United. I am here, the Countdown Bozo.
Okay, Mr. 1098, we got you. And a good signal? Whoa, that pin didn't even make a mark on the paper here. What happened here? I set that pin aside. Anyway, how are you doing, Lee?
Oh, actually, I'm doing quite well because I got news today that my tower is ready, either to ship or pick up, and now I have to make the decision about whether to fetch or have it delivered. So I'm working on some of those details right now, and then getting ready for hole digging and concrete filling and all of the good stuff that comes along with putting up a new tower. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. I forgot what it is. Could you refresh my memory?
So it's a Tash MW50, so it's about 50 feet when it's extended, but it folds down. I mean, it compresses down to about 12 feet tall. It's not 20-foot sections, it's 10-foot sections, which makes it much easier for me here to try and deal with all of the details. And it's also a tilt-over, and everything is motorized, so I don't have to sit there and crank it up for 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, very good. I've got the earlier version made by the competitor. The one I have is 4-section, 42-foot, and it goes up to 42 feet, but it's 10-foot sections or 12-foot sections or something as well. And it's nice because you can work on it from a step ladder when it's on the ground. Over.
Roger, Roger. That's the whole point, is I can do most of the stuff right down here on the ground, and even if I have to go up there and try and, you know, tweak with something here and there, I can probably set up a ladder and reach most of it, or if I have to climb up the tower to get to the rotator, I can do that fairly easily, you know, a fairly, you know, lightweight harness and that sort of thing to keep me in place, but I think it's going to work out pretty well. I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this since, probably February or March, so I am happy to hear that it's done and ready to go. So back to you.
Yeah, very good. This is a new one from Tasia, huh?
Yes, sir. It's well, it's not brand new. I mean, he built it for somebody else, but it's been sitting around for a couple of years, but it was never strung up, and so it just got all of the rest of the pieces put together and put on it. So new motors and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, what am I trying to think of there? The bearing at the top, yes, and all of that kind of stuff, all new, so everything is brand new and ready to go, and I'm just looking forward to getting everything all put together. All right, K6MYC from AF6 United, back to you.
Yeah, hopefully you can get a decent-sized rotator into it. What's the size of the top section?
I think it's 11 1/4, so I think I can fit a decent-sized. I'm looking at a Yaesu G800 as a possibility. I already have a Ham 2 that I acquired from a tower that I got, a Tristeo tower that I got a while ago, and I may use that for a little while. The only thing I'm going to put up there right away in the beginning is an A3S, so it's not going to have a whole big antenna load, but I'm hoping to put a 40-meter antenna up there on top of that at some point in time, but yeah, we'll see how all of that goes. Right now, I just got to get it here, and that's the first step. So K6MYC, AF6U.
Well, you're not shipping it a long ways, but it would save a ton of money on today's shipping rates if you could get a trailer. It probably weighs about 1,000 pounds, I'm guessing, or less, so you should be able to get it on a reasonable size trailer and go down and get it yourself. That's what I would highly recommend. Over.
Yeah, that's what I've been contemplating. Actually, Home Depot has a flatbed truck. I don't have a pickup truck that's big enough to pull a trailer with that kind of load on it, but I could get a flatbed truck here for $129 a day, and I'm thinking about doing that, and even if I have to rent it for 2 days, so I pick it up the day before, I go down for the day, I get it home, and then I take the next day to get the darn thing off of the truck, because that's going to be a challenge. I don't have a forklift or some kind of a bucket loader or any kind of equipment like that to pick the darn thing up off the trailer, or the flatbed. So I'm going to have some challenges there that I have to overcome. So those are details that I'm going to work out in the next couple of days. But I'm pleased as punch, and I'm looking forward to the whole
KM6 SRR.
Okay, very good, Lee. Sounds good. We'll talk more about that, getting it off the pickup bed and stuff, but it sounds like a good plan. There is a little trick to that, and you got to be careful. Of course, it's like you might find out what it weighs while we're talking here. Maybe you can look up the weight of it. Rob, go ahead, and I think I had PQL. Is it PQL? Did you check in? Somebody checked in underneath Lee there. Who was that?
Kilo Bravo 6, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie.
I got 775. Hang on a second, Mike. Go ahead, Rob.
Yes, I'm hearing you, Lee. AF6 United, KM6 SRR. Yeah, I've got a tire just like that myself. Might be a competitor brand. I think the biggest rotor you can put in it is the Yaesu 800. So you're right in line with putting that in. Sounds really good.
Yeah, Rob, I hear you. KM6 SRR from AF6 United. Yeah, well, I will be anxious to hear any of the stories that you have and any advice that you might have about getting the thing on and off the vehicle, and how I transport it. I can ship it for about $850, but I can probably go up there and pick it up for about $450, and so I have to weigh those different amounts there and just see what I'm willing to pay for, or how much effort I'm willing to put into it, and how cheap I am. So KM6SRR from AF6 United. Back to you, Rob.
The only option might be if the person that picks it up for you and delivers it, the truck that delivers it to you, they've got to get it off of their truck. And that might solve the problem of you getting it off the flatbed if you have it yourself. But otherwise, I'd do it yourself. What do you think, Rob?
Well, I've got a car trailer that we could work out if you want to do, but it's probably hard for logistics. But I've got a tractor here with forks on it, so it's real easy for me to pick stuff off the trailer.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything like that here, and I think transporting that back and forth is probably a little out of the question too. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what I can muster up over here. I've got a couple of friends I can ask that may have some equipment that I could use, and I actually have an engine hoist that I think I could pick pieces up with and put dollies underneath the ends, and I think it's about 1,250 pounds, and my dollies will take about 600 pounds apiece. So, something like that might work, where I can pick it up a little bit, slide it along the bed, set the end down, pick up the other end, move the truck out of the way and set it down, or something like that. But also, Mike, I will look into whether or not the truck that brings it up will will also offload it from the truck, and that would be the best way to go. KM6SRR, AF6 United, and back to K6MYC.
Go ahead, Rob, finish up.
Yeah, I definitely myself would go get it because we're real close here. But yeah, you might weigh out your options there. I always like doing things myself. Have the time I need to take myself without worrying about paying somebody else. And I think if you get several guys, you could probably work out a way of lifting it up, or even using some pry bars, big wood things and fulcrums, and lifting it up and moving it around that way. I've moved a 8-foot by 20-foot cargo container by myself with just some wood and some 2x6s.
Yeah, you don't have to. Your engine hoist will lift one end of it, and that's all you need to do. Get one end up, and then you can roll off the other end. You'll be able to pry it up and get the dolly under one end. Depending on, I would have them put it on with the top of the tower toward the truck, if you pick it up yourself, toward the cab. And then when you pull it off and let the back end tilt down at the balance point and set it on a dolly. And then you can just go in with your engine hoist and lift it up a little bit and drive the truck out from under it. Then you're done. And you can do that, if you do it right, you can do it right close to where it's got to go, and you only have to scoot it a little bit to get it on the base. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, Lee. Let's see if let me see if Mike's got anything. Mike, are you still there? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, go ahead. Okay, he's gone. How about W6 PQL?
WSC, nothing new here. It's in the 60s this evening, so it's a little bit warmer. But other than that, still got overcast, and glad you're still here on the net talking away, so I'm glad I could make it.
Yeah, I'm glad we caught you, Mike, and thanks much for checking in. Okay, on the temperatures there, well, you better get your Zoris and short pants on for that 60-degree temperature you got. There's only 104 here today. All right, 7-3, Mike, thanks for coming in. K6MYC, yeah, 7-3.
Me 3.
PQL, are you here, Jim? Anybody else in the Bay Area for check-ins, please, before we continue on down south? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 6 meters. Okay. I still haven't heard Tom. Tom should be in here. KW6S, where are you, Tom? You might give him a call, Lee.
Oh, I think if he can hear, if he can't hear you, yeah, okay. KW6S from AF6 United. Are you there, Tom?
He must have gotten involved. He said he had a problem on 10 meters. Maybe he's still over there working on that and hasn't been watching the clock there. No worries.
Oh, there's actually a big ragtooth thing that happens here on 10 meters on Monday night. We have a 7 o'clock net, but after 7:30, there's a bunch of guys that kind of hang out afterwards, and they talk about all kinds of stuff. And I know that, especially contesting, and so I'm pretty sure that he got absorbed in that for a while, and maybe as the 9 o'clock hour rolls around, maybe his glass slippers turn into I don't know what. But anyway, I'll just leave it at that. K6MYC in the group. AF6 United. 73, guys.
Slippers turn into pumpkin seeds. Okay. Very good, Lee. 7-3. And we'll conjure. I think you can do this thing with the flatbed. I would highly try to do that yourself. But what you should do is talk to Tasia and find out what it weighs. That'll give you a good idea. If it's much over 1,000 pounds, then you can second guess it. But I think if the tower weighs 1,200, 1,300 pounds, you're fine. Up above that, it could be a little bit much for your dollies. Over.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that it's going to be anything more than that. I think that maybe he was talking about the entire package because it also comes with the rebar base and all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, like I said, the thrust bearing and the rotator bases and, you know, all of the standoffs and things like that, all of the accessories. I think he was saying that the whole package is about 1,250 pounds. So I think it's going to be doable, and since this is my first time trying to do anything like this, I just have to second guess everything and try and be creative. But anyway, I'll say 7-3s. I won't take it any farther than that tonight. K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to net.
Yeah, well, I think your engine hoist is the key there. So if you can make that work and lift up the one end of the tower while the other one's off, being slid off onto a dolly, then you're home free. And that's all there is to that. And then you can even, I don't know if you can roll it around with the engine hoist, but you can scoot it 1,000 pounds on the ground. You just put some boards down and slide it around on the boards. It's not that hard to maneuver. All right, 7-3. Rob, over to you, KM6SRR. What else do we got? K6MYC.
7-3, Lee, KM6SRR.
7-3. Okay,
I think we're done, Rob.
Yeah, did you get Jim in there?
No, I thought I heard him one time. I wrote him in. He should be here. I wrote him in.
Okay, I'll write him in too.
He was here on 220, so, and he indicated that he would be here, so he might have just been busy or on a phone call, but I thought I heard his voice come in at one point, recognized the voice pretty clearly. Over.
Okay, I guess that's about it. I don't know if we got anybody down towards the south side or not.
Don't think so. I can go that way.
Yeah, there was that one guy over there in San Ynez, but I'm not sure exactly which way to point for him. He gave us a bad time about never going that way, and every time we've gone there, we've never heard him.
I think he's just short of Monterey somewhere there. I can't remember exactly where San Ynez is, but it's not too far from San Luis Obispo, I think.
A little bit. It's more like down there towards Solvang, I think.
anybody else before we close the net here? I haven't heard MTS tonight. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 6 meters. Getting ready to close the net from Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo. Okay, good night all. Good night, Rob. I don't know, you want to make a count?
Yeah, let me give a count here. I got 26.
Judy was in here for a long time, but she must have gone in. Maybe she's in washing the dishes or something. She gets bored when it goes slow and we brag to about stuff she doesn't care about. So, all right, I'm out of here. I'm kind of tired. Go in and relax a little bit. Maybe listen to one of Kerry's blogs and call it a night here. Good night for now. KM6SRR and the group K6MYC off and clear. Bye-bye.
All right, good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
73. Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron texted me. I think he had to shut his equipment off. Maybe Brittany had to go to bed or something earlier, so I don't think he's there.
Roger, roger.